100 contestants who dream of becoming a professional chef.
Yeah, I think I can win.
One prize, the chance to work in a top restaurant.
I really, really want to win. I'd love to win. It'd be brilliant.
2 expert judges to decide who wins.
I love being a chef in a great restaurant, but it doesn't get tougher than that.
Standards are so high and the pressure is immense.
This is one tough competition, but I will tell you something. Whoever wins it, it's going to change their life.
I want to be famous.
MasterChef is going large. These 6 contestants all want to become the next star restaurant chef, but in this programme, only one winner will get through to Friday's quarterfinals. They face 3 high-pressure tests. They have to invent a dish from scratch. They have to survive the pressures of working in a professional kitchen.
Come on, guys, hurry up. They're in for lunch. They're not here for dinner.
And they have to wow the judges with their own recipes. All in just 2 days.
All right, guys, you look terrified. You each have identical products there. We want 1 plate of food.
We are looking for MasterChef. Don't be ridiculously outrageous, but don't do anything too simple. Start cooking.
The first test is a quick elimination. At the end of it, 3 contestants will be sent home. And deciding who stays and who goes are judges John Turode, who's been head chef in some of London's most famous restaurants and now runs his own.
We're looking for their cooking ability. We're looking for some sort of charisma, and we're looking for a bit of passion in what they're doing.
And Greg Wallace, who for 20 years has been supplying fruit and veg to some of the country's most demanding chefs.
At the start, you can tell who's got potential, who's got charisma, and who knows their way around a plate of food.
In this test, the contestants have a selection of ingredients, and they have to invent a dish and cook it in just 30 minutes. Today's ingredients are minced beef, 3 different types of chili, chocolate, coriander, corn on the cob, and a can of tomatoes. They can use as few or as many ingredients as they want.
I mean, we're looking for an understanding of what goes with what classically, because otherwise we can end up with chocolate-coated corn cob wrapped in minced beef with chilli sauce.
What's going on here, Dave?
This is going to be a sweet corn, coriander and chili fritter.
Righto.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah? I'm not sure how it's going to work with the chili.
22-year-old James has been cooking for 7 years. He's a film graduate, but sees his future in food. Ex-Lance Corporal Mike works in IT and writes recipes for a foodie newsletter.
What's going on here? Meatballs?
Italian meatballs, yeah.
Fantastic. Where did you learn to cook, Mike?
In the army.
Oh, really?
I did actually a correspondence course while I was overseas in Cyprus.
Did you?
I'm looking forward to them, actually.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to them, Mike.
If they're as good as Robert De Niro's meatballs, I'm going to be very, very happy indeed.
The pressure is on. There's only 20 minutes left, and then they'll find out which 3 are going home.
Where's the other half of this?
Sort of dotted about.
Have you used the other chilli as well?
Yeah.
You've used 2 chilies?
Yeah. I like it hot. If you're going to have it hot. Otherwise, you know, make stew.
Mother of 2 Sam owns a burger van, but what she really wants is to own a restaurant. Paralegal Beth Sabeth dreams of becoming the next Nigella.
What sort of thing would you have every Sunday or every Saturday or every Friday night?
I was raised with my grandparents and my parents, so we had a lot of Persian cooking, a lot of rice and stews and kebabs.
If you were going to cook for your family at home, how many people would you be cooking for?
Well, 35 to 40 people.
So you actually get 35 or 40 people around for dinner,
Yes.
and you cook. And how many of you go in the kitchen and cook for that?
Me.
You by yourself?
Yes.
Daksha's kids are growing up, and she wants a new life as a professional chef.
Do you get help washing up, Daksha?
My husband is a dishwasher.
Yes,
You have 10 minutes.
James left a city job to become a house husband and dreams of owning a gastro pub.
How many different tortillas have you made and thrown away? You can tell me.
I'm just trying to get it right, but time's running out.
Well, good luck with your pancake, mate.
Yeah, well, I think I'm
we're
going to need it, aren't I?
The time is almost up. They've only had 30 minutes to create their dishes. Have they cooked their ingredients well? Have they combined them imaginatively and tastily?
OK, that's it. Time's up. Can I please stop you all?
The first to face the judges is burger van owner Sam. She's hoping her chili and herb pancakes will showcase her feisty style.
I would like to know what you call this creation.
It's called Chili Pancake Surprise. The surprise being 2 different chilies.
Oh, Sam.
She's had to wind. You know, she's wound you up.
I think your cockiness is lovable and right on the edge of lovable.
You seem to have very, very good knife skills. You seem to enjoy what you're doing and have fun while you're doing it, which I think is really, really important. And that seems to show on the plate as well about what you've got. Go for it, Greg.
It's got a fair amount of chilli in there.
Yeah.
It's hot, it's fiery. That's absolutely fine by me. And the way you've presented it shows me you have a cook's eye.
Good.
1970s cook's eye, but a cook's eye.
Next is army-trained Mike. He's gone for a classic combination of Italian meatballs in tomato sauce.
Straight away, I think your personality comes straight out into your food. Big, chunky, wholesome, colourful. A little bit more seasoning.
Yeah.
Legal Eagle Bethsabeth hopes her hot meat with cold salad will show invention and imagination.
I'm not quite sure what a salad on top of a hot dish will do.
Wilt.
Yes, it will wilt.
I think fresh, crisp leaves should remain just that.
Family super cook Daksha is really out to impress with 3 dishes: keema, piratas, and a chocolate pancake.
Have you tasted this, Daksha?
I cannot taste it for one very good reason. It's beef, and it's against my religion to eat beef.
Because you are...
I'm a Hindu.
You're a Hindu.
Even at home, even if it's something that I can eat, I never taste it. I never taste my own food.
You never taste your
Never
own
taste
food?
my own food. My husband does.
This is very, very good indeed. It's your husband tastes your food, which is he's a very, very lucky man.
Graduate James has risked combining sweet corn fritters and cumin chili.
I want to taste one of these first, because I was really worried that these were going to be very, very greasy.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're not.
No.
That is really nice and light and fluffy inside. But the fact that you thought these up, I think is quite impressive.
House husband James struggled with his pancakes, which only left him enough time for a simply cooked beef dish.
I get the impression you're probably not that happy with that.
No, I'm not.
Tell me why you're not happy with that.
I think I concentrate too much on sort of trying to get everything perfection. I just think looking at that, I mean, it doesn't scream out, eat me, does it?
So I think what happened is you lost the plot. You let your nerves get the best of you.
Thank you, James.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we realise this could be anxious for you, but in order to do the right thing, we really do have to stop and have a good, long chat. 3 of you are going home, 3 of you are going through. We'll be as quick as we can.
The judges must now decide on the final 3.
I've probably got 2 which I could probably say ta-da to right now.
One of which would be Big James. That guy is never going to make a chef. Who else do you want to sling out?
Based on going forward through the whole thing and the fact that tomorrow we are going into a professional environment, I don't think we could take the risk on Bethsabeth.
She will get chewed up and spat out.
James B and Bethsabeth failed to impress, leaving 4 contestants for 3 places.
That woman can cook.
Her food shone like a beacon of light and beauty.
My daughter said, "Mommy, don't worry. You'll get through like no problems at all."
Greg, she didn't taste it.
That's a worry. I don't mind that gutsy feel. It's how he's talking to me about his approach to food that's worrying me more than what he presented there.
I like all sorts of food, so whatever I'm asked to do, I'll do to my best ability.
At least he does care enough that he's the sort of person who actually at home does cook something really decent. And I think that's really important. I think she's just got a bit of presence. I think she's got very good knife skills. I think she's quite interesting. I think she's stuck in the 70s though.
I would cook all day, every day if I could. I just love it. It's just what I am.
My concern is that she's Delia age 22.
I'd like to see him shout and scream and kick a little bit.
You're concerned about his energy levels. I think that actually he's holding them back.
I've bought quite a lot of recipe books and read through them and always made my own sort of variation on recipes.
I think he's actually a fighter. Although he annoys me a bit, I think he's a fighter.
John and Greg call in the contestants to learn their fate.
Daksha, you're staying with us.
Well done.
James B. Betzeva. Sorry guys, you're going home.
Well done.
Thank you. James, you're staying with us. So, Sam, Mike. I'm sorry, Mike, you're going home as well.
Pleasure. I see you did well.
Thank you. Thanks very much, Mike.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you've done very well.
Feels so good, so good. Right, guys, shall we make a move?
Yeah,
Let's go, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, now that I've been put through, I feel like I've got hopefully a chance to shine.
Never again.
I am a very stressful person, so I don't find things stressful because my whole life is stressful. So the bigger the stress, the bigger the adrenaline, and generally the better I perform. As they say in the old Three Musketeers, all for one and one for all.
They've got a night off, but tomorrow they face 2 more grueling tests. It's day 2. Sam, James and Daksha are on their way to their second test to see if they can stand the pressure of a professional kitchen. It's lunchtime in London's Little Italy. They will have to cook for up to 160 customers at the busy La Porchetta restaurant. And they have a new judge here in restaurant owner Roberto. He wants to see if they can cook simple Italian dishes quick enough to keep up with the demand.
This is our little kitchen. You guys are going to start cooking for our customers upstairs.
We're going to get shouted at.
And maybe in Italian.
Okay, we won't.
So you'll be able to speak Italian by the time you've left today.
I don't feel well.
It's 12 o'clock and the lunchtime rush begins. Downstairs, it's all hands on deck as the orders mount up.
Gosh, speaking the language already.
Come on, guys, hurry up. They're in for lunch. They're not here for dinner.
With the pressure on, head chef Emilio has to take over from James and Daksha.
The moment I got the problem, yeah? Things are getting a little bit hot here, I think. So we're stepping out of the way and letting him take control. So once you're going to have to send everything.
Okay.
But Sam has no problems getting stuck in and getting the food out. James and Daksha are taking too long to get up to speed, while Sam races ahead.
Keep the top on, darling.
Oh, I see, okay.
Just round the plate. That's fantastic.
This kind of environment's perhaps a bit too hectic for me.
Compared to cooking at home, it's 10 times faster, 10 things going at the same time.
After 3 hours, they've cooked 60 dishes between them. And it's time for John and Greg to find out from Roberto how they coped with the pressure of cooking that much, that quickly.
The difference between the three of them is that Sam seemed very relaxed in the kitchen. She wanted to say to Emilio, give it to me. You know, I'll cook that dish, I'll do the next one. And the other two seemed to stand off. Daksha is able to cook at home for vast volumes of relations. She's told me she's cooked for 40, 50 people at home, which is fantastic. But it was a difficult kitchen to work in. She was struggling a little bit at the time, but Sam has the quality of being a good chef. She understands how to fill things and watch things cook, basically. Sometimes James, he tries too hard. He doesn't wait for anything to finish, in the sense that you want the prawns to finish cooking before you add the next ingredient. It's sometimes a little bit of a rush to get it finished. You know, I describe food like sex. You don't want to rush into it. Give it time to warm up and then start.
Italians. Honestly.
Italians.
Everything. Italians.
Sex. Well, I know you love your food, you're a businessman. We put you on the spot. You have to employ one of them. Which one are you going to employ?
I'd employ Sam.
Sam.
Now they're straight back to MasterChef HQ. The final test is to cook what they think is their best meal. On day one, Daksha was the most impressive at inventing a dish. Sam just triumphed in the professional kitchen. James needs to catch up. Will his signature meal be enough to make up the ground? It's the final test. They have just 50 minutes to cook their best two-course meal. The judges are looking for imaginative dishes, well executed and well presented. Only one will win a place in Friday's quarter-final. Sam's proved she's cool under pressure, but will her two-course meal of lamb fillet and tiramisu prove her cooking skills to John and Greg?
In which part of the 1970s did you first taste tiramisu, Sam?
Oh, 71. I just love it.
You love it?
I love it.
Do you not think it's a bit retro? MasterChef, great competition, coming on here to prove yourself, and you're making a tiramisu.
It's my dad's favourite, and that's good enough for me.
Tiramisu has been made to death. It comes in a little packet in supermarkets next to the yogurts. You know, it came and made with peach yogurt. I think it'll be the same as making tiramisu. Make me something interesting. Make something that's going to excite me.
Daksha's food knowledge and skill has really impressed the judges. But she was a little apprehensive in the pro kitchen. To compensate, she's now planning to dazzle the judges' taste buds with her menu of chicken breast stuffed with 3 different spices: ginger, chili and button mushrooms. But has she gone one spice too far?
Can you take me through your spices? Tell me what they are and tell me what you think they're particularly good for.
That's turmeric, that's coriander, and that's cumin. Like turmeric actually is an antibiotic.
So tell me what medicinal purposes coriander has.
Coriander is actually, basically it digests your food.
And cumin, what does that do medicinally?
Cumin again helps the digestion and
Did you see that? The coriander helps the digestion, the cumin helps the other part of the digestion.
There's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of things to do.
Great. Thanks.
Where's the mango going, Daksha?
It's going in the couscous.
Mango couscous. Fantastic.
Really? You like the idea of mango couscous?
I like the idea of anything Daksha does because I think she's a stunningly good cook.
The judges will have no problem digesting her food. But how will it taste resting on a bed of mango couscous?
Daksha remains hugely impressive. But mango couscous?
Yeah, wait and see.
Oh, no, I don't know. I want to wait and see.
James struggled in the pro kitchen, and he lacks the experience of Sam or Daksha. But he's trying hard to impress, with a peppered steak, parsnip and horseradish puree, on a bed of watercress and beetroot salad.
Nice, Jamie, don't hurt yourself, mate, please.
Jamie, use two spatulas. Yeah, a spatula and a fork.
Can I just talk to you really quickly about the steak? How have you got those peppercorns to look like that?
I used pestle and mortar today and just ground some whole black peppercorns.
A peppercorn is made up of 2 layers, a black outer layer and then the polished white inner layer.
Oh, yeah?
If you actually shake off all the dust, you do it and then shake off all the dust and get rid of it, your pepper won't burn on the outside of the steak. It won't be piercing hot, but it'll have the strength and it'll be a very, very clean taste. Otherwise, it's going to be quite hot.
Oh, right. Sorry, you're getting spat out.
No. It's just my nose and pepper.
Sorry.
You cannot char-grill a peppered steak because if you char-grill pepper, char-grilling burns. But we'll see what happens in the end. Who knows?
They have just 15 minutes to finish off their dishes before they are judged by the professionals.
Just for me, would you chop up some mint and some white wine vinegar so I can taste your lamb with a bit of mint sauce?
No,
You've got white wine vinegar there.
if I've got time.
What would you say to a chef that suggested you shouldn't salt the lamb because it will draw out the moisture?
I would say thank you for the tip.
Okay. Guys, we have 5 minutes.
I am getting really hungry. It's time to taste, and we're going to start with James.
All 3 contestants have had weeks to hone and perfect their signature dishes. Now John and Greg will judge if their dishes work, if they're cooked well, and if they're presented well.
Okay, James?
James has made peppered steak with potato rosti and parsnip and horseradish puree, garnished with a watercress and beetroot salad. His dessert is pineapple fritters with cream and white rum.
It looks perfectly cooked. I like the way that beef looks. I'm interested to taste your parsnip and horseradish puree here, because that excited me. And actually, that's very good. That's very good. And I love watercress, but I've got really harsh watercress now with watercress, parsnip, horseradish, balsamic. That's not going to do anything for your piece of beef.
Really?
At all. Well, it's gonna kill the flavour of the beef. Ah. Now I've got loads of pepper.
Right.
Taste buds are getting assaulted from all sides here.
Yeah, that's a bit sort of car crash, isn't it? If you're going to make a pepper steak, shake that dust off it, because that's the bit that burns the back of your throat. I want to try the rosti, because I think they look good. It's all quite nicely cooked. It's all quite nicely seasoned.
Now, this looks far simpler.
Will James's dessert of pineapple rings and cream impress the judges?
Greg?
Look at that. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, because I've got an ultra sweet tooth.
James's steak was just too hot to handle, but will his pineapple rings be his saving grace? To start with, Daksha has made a prawn puri with a coriander, lemongrass, tomato and garlic sauce. If that wasn't enough, her second dish is chicken breast stuffed with ginger, chilli, coriander and mushrooms.
One thing I don't like straight away here, it's the way you've treated these leaves. I don't know one lettuce leaf that benefits from being cooked.
Right.
Everything smells absolutely delicious, I've got to say. And of course, we've been expecting great things from you all day, because the food you cooked for us yesterday was delicious. It doesn't grab me as saying, come and eat me.
Tell us about this.
That's chicken breast stuffed with button mushrooms, cashew nuts, coriander, garlic, ginger, chili. And then I made a tomato gravy, again coriander, cumin, all the other spices.
There's a lot going to go on here then in my mouth. A lot.
Yeah.
This is a serious dish.
I don't dislike it. It's shocking my palate.
But will Daksha's mango couscous prove to be a winner?
Get your north and south round that, son.
As you know, I'm quite frightened about the mango couscous. Here we go. Wow. I don't think the mango does work with the couscous, because I think the textures are really wrong. Mango has a very, very strange, sometimes sandy, sometimes sort of sloppy texture, and then it goes with the couscous, and it almost as if you're eating part of a beach. Not in flavour, but just in texture.
You try.
Well, to my palate, that tastes divine.
I like the courage of your convictions. I think your food is very, very tasty. The thing is it going to be good enough to get you through to the next round?
Okay, thank you very much.
Despite overloading on ingredients, Daksha's cooking remains hugely impressive. Sam has cooked leek and onion mash, roasted fillet of lamb with a red wine jus, followed by tiramisu.
That tomato on the top of their fingers is possibly the silliest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's the soppiest, silliest thing I've ever seen.
Don't do it. I don't understand why you've done it. Tell me why you put that bit of tomato.
Because it's colour.
The lamb is cooked really nicely. It's seasoned well. Your shallots are just as they should be, which is nice and soft and soggy. And it's nice, Sam. I think what you've done, I think you've cooked a nice piece of meat, and I think you've cooked it very, very well, and I think you've cooked it with respect, which I admire. Right. Tiramisu. Get rid of this stuff around the outside. It looks like somebody has sneezed on your plate halfway through the dining room, so it doesn't really add anything at all. Right, tiramisu. Sloppy? Do you like sloppy?
I don't mind sloppy.
Hey, it tastes good.
Thank you.
It tastes so good, I want to put my fork in it again. I still have a concern about which part of the 1970s you're slightly stuck in. Okay? Greg?
Well, we're back to this silly tomato again.
Oh, God.
What on earth are those strawberries doing in there?
Well, it has to look nice, you know, because a lot of people eat with these.
Sam's shown she has the cooking skills, but will her presentation and choice of menu let her down?
We do need to make a decision, and it's not an easy decision because there is 3 of you left, and only 1 of you is staying on.
It's a tense half-hour wait as the judges make their final decision.
And how scary is that?
It's going to be horrible.
By God, that was hard.
To be fair, Greg, I think as a young kid, 22 years old, he did do some good stuff on a plate. He's got some lovely ideas. It was just a bit too car crash for me. He chucked a steak in a bowl full of crushed pepper, and then he put it into a cold frying pan and expected me to think it was going to be really good. Sorry.
I murdered that steak, black pepper. Absolutely murdered it.
But he's not strong enough. Daksha obviously has cooking skills.
My heart tells me that we should put Daksha through because she can really, really cook. However, my head tells me that she isn't going to listen to anything we say. She'll still do a chicken breast full of cashew nuts with coriander, with couscous with mango, red onion, coriander, cumin and turmeric.
And chilli.
And chilli.
And button mushroom.
Do you know what I mean? And bat mushroom. It goes on and on and on and on.
I think I probably went over top with the ingredients.
But Sam has just done a tiramisu.
Sam is bravado personified.
Quite nervous, actually. It's like it now, isn't it? So
I think she can cook. She actually has more potential in my books, but we've got to pick her up out of the 70s and the 80s.
Oh, I think it should be Daksha.
I know it should be, but potential for MasterChef?
At last, the waiting is over.
Thank you all. You've had a really, really hard day, and I know you've worked very, very hard.
But the one going through is Sam.
The other 2 of you, thank you very much. Great cooks.
Thank you.
Keep on doing it. Keep on learning. Keep on listening. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sam will be back on Friday for the quarter-final, where she will be up against 3 other exceptional cooks as they fight for the title of MasterChef.
I still want to pursue a career in chefing. I'm definitely going to go away. I'm going to carry on cooking.
The ingredients were far too many. I think I should have just stuck to the basics, and I think I would have done well.
yeah. Can you believe it? Woo!
I don't think you're trying to win MasterChef. I think you're aiming for your first Michelin star. You know, something like this could win the Turner Prize.
If you're telling me that you're laterally teaching yourself, it's simply very, very impressive.
And I'm so sorry, but this is a big mess on a plate. What are you laughing at?
I'm not laughing, I'm crying.